How you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler review series of videos I've been doing for a while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. It's a special sub sandwich review. But anyway, we'll get to that in a moment. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm inside the truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I was like, dial-head super cool shirt. Super cool shirt, and what I'm wearing today, boom, it's my Tim Scold shirt. Look at him. It's a cool picture. Told the guitar wrong. Tim Scold. I'm probably not familiar with him, but maybe you are. Hell, if you watch my videos, you probably are, because I've worn this shirt a number of times now. He's a musician. He's been around at least since the 90s. Not a household name guy. But he's worked with a lot of big name people over the years. He's been part of a lot of different musical projects. He does his own solo stuff, which is actually where I got to see him perform just a few months ago at the time I'm doing this. But he's going to be performing just a few days from now at the time I'm recording this in one of said musical projects called Not My God, which is not where I became aware of him, but sort of where I kind of extended my awareness of him, because I was aware of him when he did a song called Chaos on the Twisted Metal 4 soundtrack, PlayStation game, and I became a fan of his there. And then when I became aware of his stuff with Not My God years and years later, that's kind of was like, oh, cool, he's doing all this other cool stuff. So, but anyway, what am I reviewing for you folks? What are we doing here? Well, it is a special sub sandwich review. With it being a sub sandwich review, I have to preface with three things. Number one, I've been going on sub sandwich adventures for over a year now at the time I'm doing this, which means that I have been reviewing sub sandwiches from basically every place you could think of, whether it's chain locations, proper Italian delis, gas stations, you name it. If there's a sub sandwich and they're selling it, and it's within reasonable driving distance, I'm trying it out. Excuse me. Number two, if you're watching my sub sandwich reviews and you like my sub sandwich reviews, and you want them all in one convenient location, well, I can do that for you. In fact, I've already done that for you, because I have an entire playlist called Subs for Subs. It's just my sub sandwich reviews. It is my most extensive playlist out of any of my review playlists. Go check out all the sub sandwich goodness. Number three, folks, the very final thing that you need to know before we get to the review. If you like the sub sandwich review, but you need more sub sandwich review, fret not. Just wait till Sunday. Why? Because Sunday is SUBday. That is the day when I go over there and upload my sub sandwich reviews. So, if you're over here and you're watching this video and you're like, man, I could use more sub sandwich goodness, just wait till Sunday. You're going to get at least usually 2 reviews. At least 1, but usually 2. Sometimes 3, sometimes 4, but usually 2. Anyway, what sub sandwich am I reviewing? Where's it from? Well, folks, first and foremost, it's from, boom, Potbelly Sandwich Shop. Her Sandwich Works, whatever the hell they want to call it. Which I've reviewed a number of subs from Potbelly at this point. But this is a special one, because, boom, this is a brand new one that they just came out with. It is a limited time sub sandwich. It is the Ring of Fire sub sandwich, which consists of all natural grilled chicken, roasted red peppers, cheddar, signature hot pepper ranch, and Yellowbird ghost pepper hot sauce. Oh my! Cost me $9.49 for one this side. It is only going to be available till November 19th. That's it. You also have to order it either online or through their app. You cannot just get it through the store. That's their whole thing. So, let's take a look at this sandwich. Hopefully it'll be delicious and amazing. It sounds super good. I'm excited for the ghost pepper sauce for sure. Okay, we got a sandwich. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of a thing there. Ha 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 ha. That's the sandwich. Can we get a better thing? Ha 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 ha. Yeah, there we go. Let's give this hopefully very spicy sandwich a try. Right with the roasted red peppers. I love roasted red peppers, so starting off strong. There's a little heat there. A lot of flavor. I'm waiting for the heat to really sort of kick in. A lot of flavor. Ooh, there it is. It took a little bit to get to. Now I can feel it on my tongue. Thing with ghost pepper. Yeah, there it is. Thing with ghost pepper sauces. I really like them. I think they're really tasty. I love like the kind of flavor they have. It's almost sort of reminiscent of something like a barbecue kind of sauce, but it has a lot of depth of flavor. And then the heat itself, while definitely substantial, it's not, I mean, I guess you could argue that it's almost comically substantial. It is definitely very, very hot, but it kind of grows. It doesn't just immediately smack you in the face. It allows you time to actually enjoy the flavor of the sauce. It's not just straight heat. So that's definitely what I'm getting from this. Now, I think because it's mixed with their ranch, what the hell was it called? The signature hot pepper ranch. I think that's probably going over there and kind of bringing the ghost pepper sauce down a little bit, because there is a warmth for sure, and it is definitely doing its thing, but it is nowhere near what like a proper just ghost pepper sauce experience is like. And if you want to see what that's like, I have reviewed some ghost pepper sauces on this channel. You can go ahead and go look for those. So the combination of the roasted red peppers plus the ghost pepper sauce definitely makes it a very pepper-forward sandwich, which for me is wonderful. I love it. That with the chicken. Chicken's a nice protein to go along with this, because it's a little bit more neutral. It's flavorful, don't get me wrong, and you're still tasting it even with everything going on, but it's not intrusive. It's not getting in the way of the other flavors. And this is one where, because you have such really nice, strong flavors going on, you don't want the protein to try to steal the show. You want it to be part of the set. And in that regard, it's definitely the case. So, I really like this sandwich. It is very flavorful. I like the heat that I'm getting, but I'll get to that. I think this is a really good idea for a sandwich. I think it's really tasty. Again, I like all the flavors involved. It's got a lot going on for it. But one thing I will say, I like the heat. I personally would like more. I understand why there isn't more. And I brought this up in other things when it comes to like spicy offerings that like, you know, chain locations and more like mass consumption type items come in. They're not going to go crazy with it, because at the end of the day, they want it to appeal to a wider audience. That's definitely what this feels like. I think if this were more of a straight up novelty sandwich, which it kind of could have been, considering it's a limited time sandwich, I think they really could have just gone crazy with it. But I'm not saying I needed that, but I will say I would have liked more of that heat. I think that would have really taken this from being a really good sandwich into like a potentially really great one for me. But all that said, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes, and more or less yes. For me personally, again, the only disappointing aspect of this is I just personally would like a different heat level. You know, and maybe that's something, you know, it would have been cool if they'd gone over there. Like if you've ever had food from like a Thai place, which I've reviewed some Thai food on the channel, just saying, they will ask you, you know, what level of heat do you want? You know, ranging from basically not spicy to, you know, my asshole is literally on fire spicy. That would kind of be nice in this, you know, because for me, I'm not everybody's going to agree with me on it. But for me, I would like that extra spice. I think that would really kind of, again, just bring it to that that top tier of what I really like. But it is still a tasty sandwich with some heat to it. And it's super flavorful. All the flavors that are on display are things that I like. So it works really well for me as a sandwich. Now, if I'm recommending it to other people, like I said, more or less, if you're not into spicy stuff, but the thing is, it's not that spicy. Like, it has some heat to it, but it's not crazy hot. Though that might vary depending on, preparation and location. If you're not into spicy stuff, I'd maybe stick away from it. But I think even if you're, like, okay with spiciness, you're maybe not huge into it, I wouldn't be afraid of this one. It's pretty reasonable on the heat level, and the flavor is really good. So I would definitely recommend trying this one out. Again, it's only available until November 19th. So, get online, get the app or do whatever. I'm not trying to shill for them. But I would definitely give this one a shot while it's around. I personally would love it if this one, again, maybe amp up the heat a little bit. I would like this to be just a main menu item. I think it would be nice to have around. But that's just me. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. You go over there, have yourselves a truly, properly spicy-tastic rest of your life. Unless you're not into spicy stuff, then, keep it on the down low mild. My friend Drew, I've mentioned him before. He, he's just not a spicy guy. He just flat out, he's like, I'm not a spicy guy. That's fair enough. 5 things, I did that. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not as possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do all the time? I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it. I live it. I'm out there with you in it. Life can be just a bitch and a half and then some, folks. And sometimes we're gonna get kind of swept up in it. When we do, it's important that we try at least. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholeness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to try out the Ring of Fire sub sandwich from Potbelly, as I've done here today. And maybe like me, you're going to enjoy it, but maybe like me, you're going to be like, man, this could be even spicier. And be like, yeah, okay, I agree with you. Just hit me up in the comments. We'll go over there. We'll talk to the people at Potbelly, because, I got that kind of clout at this point. I mean, I've got, 658 subscribers? Thank you all so much, by the way. Clearly, they're going to listen to me. So then we go over there, talk to them. We're like, man, this needs to be even batshit crazier. So then they go over there and they're like, well, guess what? At the time I'm doing this, the Reaper, Carolina Reaper pepper was, I believe, officially just surpassed as being the hottest pepper in the world. I believe it's now Pepper X, which is actually created by the same guy who made the Carolina Reaper. The Pepper X had been out for a little while now, but it hadn't officially been given the title. But I think I saw a thing saying that it was now, that it's just spicier. So we put some Pepper X on this thing. Now it's the Pepper X sub sandwich. It's laughably hot. Nobody can eat it, but we all have a great time. Or conversely, eat your sandwich at whatever heat level you want. You're adults, I would imagine. I don't think, there's probably some kids who watch my stuff, maybe parents let them. Doesn't seem like the most responsible parenting, but yeah, I'm pretty cool about things, right? Yeah, bye.